Welcome back to PokeNova. This is episode 8 of my experience here on this server. We've been doing a lot of work with building around the base recently, and I figured, you know what? Today's episode will be a good time to work out something big. And when I say big, I mean this whole episode will be big. That's right. This month, we're having a pixel art competition, and I'm about to join. Insert evil laugh here, because I couldn't do it. Otherwise, it would have sounded like this. Tee-hee! Anyways, now that y'all know what's happening in this episode, now I can tell y'all exactly what I've been building in the background. You see, this huge stone wall is actually meant to be my canvas for my pixel art that I plan on working on. The rules state that the pixel art itself can be anything, and since we're on the PokeNova server, I figured, you know what? I'm gonna stick to the fact that I'm gonna build something Pokemon related because I don't know what else I'd build. So I figured, why not do one of my favorite Pokemon of all time? Can you guess what that is? I'll give you a few seconds. I've said it before in a few videos, and 3, 2, 1, and my favorite Pokemon of all time is Goodra. Because Goodra is so cute! And before you say anything, I did not know about Hisuian Goodra, I only just found out about it. And I am so mad because this is even cuter! Or maybe equal levels of cuteness, but you know, I love Goodra! Anyways, since we now finished the canvas for our pixel art, let's go ahead and take a quick break at Rob's base. This is what Rob's been working on for the past while, and this is the third time he's gone through building it. This is because the server had a few mini resets because of the fact that the server got corrupted, and we needed to fix that, so we had a little bit of a setback. But it's fine, because we came back stronger than ever. But poor Rob. I feel so bad because I know how hard it is to build something multiple times in a row and how draining it is mentally. Next up, I'm going to be visiting Star Hunter's base. Oh, I may or may not have accidentally killed Star Hunter. I am absolutely sorry. Star Hunter, otherwise known as Demi Zornista, has a channel which y'all should check out. If you enjoy gameplay and enjoy listening to a relaxing voice while doing something, this might be the channel that's meant for you. She also streams! But anyways, back to the matter at hand, Demi has actually been working on 2 Eevees, which is awesome! Oh, I love them, they're so cute! Not to mention that both of these Eevees are built out of dirt and gravel, 2 of the hardest blocks to use in a build and make look good. These fit perfectly for Eevee, because the shiny looks amazing and the normal Eevee even better. I love it. It's so cool. And then I joined a cult, but that's besides the point. Nah, but for real. Warren Fawn actually invited me over to see this church area that has been built, and I am enjoying it. I love it. It looks pretty cool, and it even has a backstory. Can't have a cult without a nice backstory, am I right? Anyways, back to my base where I managed to get a few people to come by and give me some advice for what I should do next. The main thing that I wanted advice on were these little towers here. These have been empty for the past while now, and I've been thinking whether or not I want towers here or if I wanted to just flatten them. Both of them gave really good ideas, with Demi recommending that I burn down a tower kind of and make it look like it's charred up or something, and Rob giving me the idea of a mossy tower. And I figured, why not bring both of them together in a singular tower, because I feel like this first tower over here would not need to be there because it would cover up all the work I did. So if I were to put a tower in, it should go on the second area, which is the part that less people look at. For example, if there's a tower in the first part right here, you would be able to see the work of the roofing. But if you put one right back here, you can see all the roofing and the tower together. And I think that would be a really big look. So anyways, it's time to stop procrastinating and let's get to work on building up this Goodra pixel art. First up, the outline. Building this outline took a really long time because I was kind of freehanding it while looking at a reference, and the reference itself was not pixelated, so I had to just kind of go with what I know as an artist and kind of put together some lines, trying to get some correct proportions and whatnot, and thinking about how I would color it in the future. This was definitely one of the hardest pixel arts I've ever attempted due to its size. But since I'm able to fly, I feel like I need to go big or else I don't deserve it. Originally, I wanted to go even bigger with this pixel art with myself being in the picture as well, but I could not figure out the proportions for the life of me. So for this pixel art competition, I'm only going to include the Goodra on its own. I want to include myself maybe in the future as I continue building more pixel art because I want the pixel art to be like a big part of my base. I want my base to be built around it, and that'll take a lot of blocks. And for right now, I only want to work on the Goodra. And with a hop, jump, skip, and a cut, we have finished our outline and started work on the coloring, because that took an absolutely ridiculously long amount of time. So anyways, the types of blocks I decided to use for Goodra ended up being a lot of purple blocks, because purple just happens to be Goodra's color, and it looks good on Goodra. The other colors I tried to bring in some different shades for Goodra were a bunch of different colored concrete powders and concrete themselves, including pink concrete, white concrete, light gray concrete, and purple concrete, because those look amazing next to purple. So far, I'm really loving this Goodra pixel art, and I can't wait to finish it because I bet you it's gonna look amazing to me. A lot of this you're gonna have to trust the process because right now it looks kind of funky. And I'll admit, it does still look kind of funky once it's finished, but if I have the drive, I'll probably touch up a lot of the Goodra at some point in the future because right now I just don't feel like it. If I try to touch it up right now with all this concrete powder as is, it's just gonna be a pain. Everything's just gonna fall and I'm gonna have a bad time, and I want to save that for future me, and I know for a fact future me hates current me. So we're getting to a point where I'm struggling to come up with what to talk about because this is a really long build process. So let me know down in the comments below how your day is going so far. Anything cool happened recently? You know, anything amazing, sad, bad, mad. Wait, mad? Anything mad happened? I don't know, let's just say that. Anything mad happened today? Or recently. But anyways, I have something I can talk about for the pixel art now. Look at this, we have some highlights. Oh, it's so amazing. I like the fact that the pink concrete powder works as a really nice highlight for this purple block. I rarely ever use purple, so I don't really know the different contrasts or complements, and I think pink concrete powder works perfectly with purple. I then decided that I wanted to move the tail because where the tail was did not make sense for Goodra, because Goodra is, I don't know what Goodra is, to be honest, but the tail doesn't make sense to be up on the lower back, so it should probably go where the tailbone is. So I decided to move the tail on the pixel art down a little bit lower where it made sense. Next, it's time to add in a bunch of the goo that Goodra has, because Goodra is known for goo. That's why goo is in the name. So here's some of the goo, and how I actually managed to highlight it was just adding in some white concrete powder. It looks so cool. I love this. Oh man, if I got to do this again, I would definitely make it bigger so I can add in more details. Next up is an amazing background, which I plan on making out of glass. This one might take a little while, so just sit back and relax while I place down a bunch of glass. Yep, this is gonna take a little bit. Ooh, some blue glass, amazing. But anyways, this is what it's gonna look like once it's all placed. And then this is the point where I realized I don't like the wall, so I'm gonna tear it down. So anyways, while Video Griff goes ahead and suffers through a bunch of digging, let's go have some fun and play some Sumo, a new game that has been introduced to the PokeNova server, and I am enjoying a ton, because we get to have an all-out brawl and try to knock each other into the water. However, I lost all 3 rounds because I'm terrible at this game. But anyways, now that we're done with Sumo, we can look at oh my god, I don't like the mountain. Time to tear that down too. Let's get to it.
Kermit? Hey, bud. What's up, buddy? You are a watermelon.
Yeah, that took absolutely ages, but I did not do that on my own. Otherwise, I would have gotten bored and probably quit. But I got some help from Dunk, Kermit, Moon, and even Tommy. Thank you all again, because this probably would never have gotten done without y'all. But anyways, to end off today's episode, let's go ahead and look at Tommy's pixel art real quick. Look at this. Oh, this is amazing. This Greninja right here is just so well done. All of the different blocks, they fit the shade so well. It's so good. Well, now that we've seen all these amazing pixel arts and built a pixel art of our own, I would say that's a good way to end the episode. So anyways, thank you all for popping in and checking the video out. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and of course, have a good one, y'all.